Hi guys, Haksonzone here and welcome to my new tutorial. So in this tutorial we are making animated mascot intro. So let's go. First thing you need to do is to open your logo in Illustrator. If you made it in Illustrator, if not, go on Photoshop and separate all the parts, For example, let me show you. If you have your logo, this is your logo, you need to separate all the parts. You need to separate eyes, horns, background, stroke around it and stuff like that. For example, this is one part, horns on one layer, second, fill the horns, eyes, face and stuff like that. The more parts you separate, it's easy to animate it later in Adobe After Effects. So way to do this is open your logo in Illustrator, and for example, if you want to select eyes, select it, go Ctrl X on your keyboard, make new layer and go Ctrl F, and now we have eyes on different layers, and just save it, and try not to move it because it will easy, to put it together in After Effects. So do this for all the parts from your logo, and when you're done, save it in some folder, like this. For example, I have on one layer stroke, background and stuff like that. Now when you're done, go open Adobe After Effects. So when you open Adobe After Effects, go to composition and a new composition and just press OK. First we want to create background, so go new solid and just pick color, but pick dark color. It's my advice, but of course you can make animated color, animated background and stuff like that, but for the sake of tutorial I'll just make some simple background, and that's it. Now we want to import our files, just select it and drag it here. Okay, now this is cool, this is our background logo. We want it to bottom, just drag it. Horn 1 and 2 we want to the top, this same, and that's it. Now when the layers are in order, we can start animate. First we want to animate just this part. This is like the background of the logo. Click here and click here to open this position, scale, rotation and stuff like that, and we want at the maybe 1 second to our logo appear. So click here position to select keyframe, and at the frame 0 just drag it like this so we can see it. Select these keyframes. So now we created basic animation, logo coming up in the scene, but it's like it's not cool, it's just coming up slowly, it's one motion. We want to come up fast, then set up slow in the place, and so in order to do that we need to select these keyframes, click F9 on your keyboard and click this graphic editor, click here, and in this paragraph just make a shape like this. So now we've done that. It's like pop out from the bottom. We can play here to make it perfect, but this is just the example. Now we animated our background of the logo. From this scene we want horns to grow up from the skull. So we want to animate horns growing up from his skull. To do that, go to skull and see where is the keyframe that skull it sets the place. Now go maybe 10 frames ahead and set up keyframes for position, scale and rotation. Now back at the frame that skull is set, and here hide, sorry, hide, you know, your layers behind the skull so we can see it. Maybe like this, and maybe scale it a little bit. So placed it, and let's see how it's done. And if you to fix this problem, when you can see, you know, horns but you can't see skull, select, you know, this first keyframe and just drag this layer here, then select these keyframes and put it back into place. Now we have this animation. It's pretty cool. Go to F9, select all the layer, F9, graphic, and just make it the same, you know, like we did here. And now we have something like this. We need to do the same thing, you know, for the other horn. So make it visible. Pull the layer behind. Select these keyframes first. Transform. Position, scale, rotation. Back here. Scale. We want to hide it. Sorry. We want to hide it. Maybe to scale it a little bit. Okay, here. And we should have our skull pop out and then horns grow from that. Yep. And select all, click F9, and here make the same, you know, graphic. Okay. And the second one too. And let's see how it looks right now. Cool. So we animated our intro. You know, the background of the logo will appear from the bottom, and then horns grow. And from this, you know, point, we wanted all the other layers, you know, to just like stick on this background of the logo, you know, like they're flying and they're just stick on the background. I will show you what I mean. For example, for horns, you know, just pull it behind, see where the horns is, you know, set into place here, and just put it there. And now maybe open this and maybe 5 to 6 frame, you know, go to transform and into position and scale, put keyframe, and the second one horn same. Select the first horn, you know, just turn on the visibility. Select the first horn, then move it, for example, for, I don't know, maybe, you know, to the side, and maybe to scale it, you know, to make it bigger. Oops. When you set keyframes, go back to the, you know, beginning, and then move it to the side and scale it. And now we are having like animation like this, you know, where our logo appears and then this color, you know, just fly it back to place, you know, and put the same stuff, you know, with these keyframes. Zoom in, select, and just make, maybe not too big, but okay. Let's see. Cool, cool. Do the same thing, you know, with the other horn. Back to place, turn on the visibility. Maybe this horn can fly from the top. Maybe to make it a little bigger. And if you want, you can turn on the enable motion blur, so it will have motion when, you know, flies. And let's see how it looks. Cool, cool. Okay, now we have this F9 graphic, and just select, make the same thing. So you need to do this for all the other, you know, parts of his all the other parts of the logo. Now we need to do with forehead. Click here, and maybe you can do maybe select all this frame and, you know, just move it one frame or two frames, so it will, you know, appear, you know, at different times. It will not look like for a second, I will show you what I mean. Okay, you know, so it will not appear at the same time. Okay, it will look more organic, like the, you know, it's chaos, they are flying and they are just, you know, sticking on this background. Hope you can understand what I mean. So for the face, turn on visibility, open face, turn on visibility, open this, put here keyframes, from scale and position, back to beginning, drag it maybe, I don't know, maybe like this, here, and scale it, make scale it really big. Okay, and F9 here, and do the same, you know, thing with all the other parts. So we have you know, this animation like logo pop out and the parts appearing. Just a second, you know, we need to make this jaw appear faster. Go to F9, let me see right now. Need more speed, maybe one frame faster. Yep, okay, that's cool. So now we want to animate the eyes, and when the eyes open, we want to stroke, you know, to just appear this stroke. Okay, this stroke of the logo. So for the eyes, we want to have it when the animation is done, you know. Set a place, give it, you know, few frames, maybe like this, then move eyes here and turn on the visibility. And to animate, so the eyes, it will look like they're opening, not just appearing. Select eyes layer, click here on this pen, and for example make, you know, shape like this. Okay, here in this arrow, go to mask, invert, and now go to again mask and mask path. So from this frame, from the frame 0, we don't want eyes to be seen. Okay, and just select the mask and, you know, put it something like here, and maybe give it like I said, a few frames, and then sorry, just to make this so we can see the eyes. Now give it a few frames and move it so the eyes can be seen, you know. And now it looks like opening. They open their eyes, but you can pull up. Now let me see a second. It's too slow, so if you want to make it faster, just pull this keyframe here. Nope, it's too slow again. select here, F9, and make it here a bit faster. Okay, let me see how it looks right now. Go to beginning. Okay, cool. Now we don't want to, you know, just have the animation when the eyes open, the stroke will appear. We want to have like when the eyes open, we want to have like boom, you know, like screen shaking. So in order to do that, go right click here, new, and adjustment layer. It will appear on the top, and drag it when the eyes are open at the same time, you know. Okay, so here they're open fully. Maybe okay, that's it. Here in the effect, we need to go to Twitch, and probably you will not have it because you don't use Adobe After Effects, but when you install Adobe After Effects, go on YouTube and just search, you know, how to install Twitch effect for Adobe After Effects, and it's easy completely. It's not really complicated, so you know, just watch some tutorials. It's really cool effect, and when you have it, go to Snappy Twitch and just pull it here in the adjustment layer. Okay, for the behavior, go to enable, and we want to enable maybe light and scale. I think we want that, and go here to light and scale to have it animated. So you see it will like zoom it and have, you know, shaky light, but we want to zoom it when, and here there are controls, you know. So we want this, so it will, you know, zoom out and zoom in. Let me see here, so it will have this snappy effect. Scale amount we can do, you know, the bigger the better for me. Light amount like this, scale like this here. Let me see right now, so the logo appears. Okay, maybe we can enable blur and slide. Yeah, but from slide we don't want too much of the slide, you know. Maybe like this. Here just play with the options. I can tell you what will suit, you know, your logo or what you like, but just play with the options. So now we have like this, you know, something that's snappy, you know. Zoom in, it's zoom out, zoom in, and stuff like that. And we want just one part, you know. We don't want to be this you know, constant. We want just part, so choose some part you like, for example this one. Select this layer, go shift control D, then select where do you want to end, example like this, and click again. Now delete these two, you know, just leave it this one part that we want to snap. Cool. Okay, but we want operation to make a little bit smaller, you know. It's too big of the slide. Maybe too bit too light. Okay, now select the stroke layer, click visibility, and pull it, you know, back, and pull it at the same, you know, let it appear and the same time where you know, our Twitch effect appears. So it will look something like this. Let me show you. Okay, we have our logo appearing, our eyes open, and boom. This is the, you know, effect we want to achieve. Eyes, but we want a little faster, you know. Like I said, we want eyes to open, and we want here you know, this effect as soon as the eyes open. So the logo will, like, you know, attack us and something like that, you know, and these rocks appear, so it will represent power, and really cool effect. So we have something like this, boom, and that's it. And for the background, you know, if you want to just go at the background, ramp, this is the gradient ramp, you know. Here you can put a radial. For this color you can put some dark blue. For start color you can put some light blue. Okay, and you know, this is the basic of the animation for our logo. You know, we have, you know, logo appearing, horns growing, stuff, you know, happening, and animation, boom. And of course you can add some really cool sound effects, and it will look cool. Maybe you can add some closing scene, you know, ending. And yeah, that's the, you know, basic of the animation in Adobe After Effects. That's how I made all the intro that I, you know, upload on my YouTube channel. So yeah, hope you like this tutorial and hope you learn something. See you in the next one. Bye.